30 seconds of stoppage time remaining. Fulham heading down, trailing 2-0 to Burnley. Leroy, has there been any sign of fight the last few minutes?
Well, just the last couple of minutes, Loftus-Cheek has got in on the corner of the 6-yard box. You think, OK, just shoot. And he's tried across it, across the 6-yard box, and it's been clear. And that kind of sums up Fulham. If that's Burnley, Wood, Barnes, Rodriguez, they're going to hit the target. And Burnley are an effective team. It doesn't matter whether you like their style or it's not pleasing on the eye. What they do is effective. What Fulham do just hasn't been effective tonight, hasn't been effective all season. It's all over and Fulham are down.
OK, Fulham relegated for the second time in 2 years. What are the lessons? Is tonight a microcosm of the problems they've had all season in terms of that penalty area and getting shots on goal?
It is that final third. You know, I thought Scott did a terrific job in changing the whole makeup of the team that came up from the Championship with the lone players. I thought they settled really well. And then after the win against Liverpool, you thought, right, they're on a really good run. They've got real momentum. But they lost 6 out of the last 7 games, and it's all to do with what happened in the final third. I just felt, you know, sometimes when Mitrovic was sat on the bench, you'll understand in terms of the team play, as I said right at the start, with some pace up front, but you know, he didn't bring him on at times. He just left him on the bench, and he's a goal scorer, and he's the only goal scorer in that team. At certain times, I just thought he could utilise him better. So Scott will learn from this. I think I think he can be an exceptional manager. He brought Fulham up last season. I think he can do it again. I think he'll learn from this. And but I looked at the team that finished, and there's 5 players on this who ended the game who definitely won't be at Fulham. All on loan. Loftus-Cheek, Areola, Anderson, Lookman and Lamina. They definitely won't be signing for Fulham, and they definitely won't be playing in the Championship. So it's a massive, massive rebuilding job for Scott.
So you believe the owners will back Scott Parker? Will they be swayed at all by the manner of the relegation, not the fact they got relegated, but as you say, that the fact it wasn't a fight over the last few games?
Well, I think when they sit back and they reflect, it's about who can bring them back up from the Championship. If there's someone out there who can do a better job than Scott Parker, then go and get them, by all means. I suggest that there isn't. This is a guy who knows the football club. He knows what's required. He's done it before. If there's someone better, I don't know who it is off the top of my head. And if I spent another week looking for them, I don't think I'd find them either. I think he's right in front of us. He's a good young manager, and I think he'll give them the best opportunity of bouncing back.
The other side of the coin from tonight's game is, of course, that Burnley are safe. 5 straight seasons in the Premier League completed. We can see what it meant to their players as they were going off there. When they started with just 2 points in the first 7 games this season, it looked bleak, didn't it? It
really did look bleak, and you just felt it's not working. This could be a time when Burnley go down. But I was just listening to lots of commentators thinking, and the key reason was Sean Dyche. I thought, no, Sean Dyche will be calm. His demeanour never changed. You know, whether they had 2 points from 7 games or when they were winning, his demeanour never changes. He's the same. He gives his players the same messages. He trusts his players. And the type of players that he signed, you knew they'd give him 100% and give him exactly what he wanted. They've done that again. And that's down to the new owners at Burnley, I suggest, to back their manager to see if he can not have to be battling against relegation and maybe just, you know, get into a mid-table position and maybe concentrate on trying to win Burnley a cup or get to a cup final.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great result from their point of view tonight. They've been in bad form recently, apart from that stunning win, of course, of Wolves the other week. Yeah. So to pull it out like tonight on the day when it really mattered, very impressive.
Well, it is impressive, but that's what they do. When it really matters, in the last 5 years, when it's really mattered, they pulled out a performance. And it hasn't been that he's changed anything. Scott Parker's had to, Sean Dyche doesn't.